Hello, this is Amy Loves Craft and my name's Amy. I'm going to be showing you a couple of cards today using one technique, using ink and sponging. So I'm going to use the detailed Dragonfly Thinlits today, and I have used this smaller of the detailed Dragonflies to cut out two of those in Whisper White, and I'm going to be positioning them onto A6 card base, which will be layered with some Island Indigo cardstock with a Whisper White layer on the top. So we only need the Whisper White layer to start with, and that one is 9.5 by 13.8 centimeters. And we are going to be positioning on the Dragonfly Thinlits onto there. And to keep them in place while we do the sponging, I'm just going to put a small amount, if I can get my snail to work. I can't. Just going to be putting on a small amount of a snail type glue to keep it into place, and then that can always come off quite easily with just a bit of a twist, which we'll see at the end. So it's just enough, just in the centre of the body, to keep it in place. There we go. So the colours I'm going to use today are some rich raspberry, some melon mambo, some Bermuda Bay, and Island Indigo, which is where I've got my base colour from. So I'm going to start with the centre of this top dragonfly, and I think I'm going to go for some Bermuda Bay. Now, I don't have sponge daubers for all of my colours yet, so I'm using little bits of makeup sponge, which I've literally just chopped up, and will be using the ink from in the lid. So if you've not done this before, when you open up the ink pad, it flips open. If you squeeze it first, what it does is it squeezes some ink onto the inside of the lid, and that's where we can then pick it up to be able to sponge. And I'm literally going to tap it all over there. I'm going to just start off with the body of this one. And keep going until both of the dragonflies are covered. So I'm going to, hopefully, using YouTube editing, be able to fly through all of this bit. So I will see you in a minute once the dragonflies. Okay, so that, I'm pretty happy with how I've got those at the moment. So I'm just going to close over my inks to make sure they don't dry out. But Stampin' Up ink pads do come really juicy, so lots of ink, so you haven't got to necessarily worry about that. And what I'm going to do now is remove the dragonflies, and this is where you get to see the magic happen. So if you just gently twist the body off, the snail adhesive releases quite easily and nicely, and you just gently pull it away. Sometimes you get a little bit of residue, that's okay though, if you just either use our adhesive remover that we've got, or it just kind of rolls up into a bit of a glue ball, and you can just get rid of that off the top there. So that's the effect that we've got. Pretty happy with that. A couple of lines there that I'd maybe soften if I took it a bit longer, but actually you can see what the effect is. So, and then we're left with these two dragonflies here, which are also then really pretty, which we're going to use to make our note card in just a second. So for me, all this needs to keep it a nice, quick and simple card is a sentiment. So I'm going to use the Dragonfly Dreams, which coordinate with the Dragonfly Thinlits, and I'm going to use the sentiment to a wonderful friend. And I'm going to choose one of the colours that is in the card already. I'm going to go for a rich raspberry. I love rich raspberry. That's from the Brights colour family. I'm just going to gently tap it, check it there. Yep, that's looking nice. And I'm just going to line it up. Apologies if my head is in this shot. Ooh, there we go. So to a wonderful friend. There we go, and then that can be used to send a note to somebody. So all we need to do is just layer up our cards. So I've got some Tombow glue, and I'm going to bring in my Island Indigo card layer that I spoke about earlier. Now you really do not need very much of this Tombow. I probably even put too much on there with just that thin layer. Now I do sometimes use snail to line them up, but as you can see I've already gone off slightly, and that great thing with Tombow is you can get those couple of seconds where you can just pick it back up, shift it around a little bit and get it so you've got your borders a bit right, even though I've not quite managed it. There we go. So you get to wiggle it around. Now, I like that effect. That for me is a nice and simple quick card to make. Again, just layering it up again with a bit, apologies if that's shaking the table. Oh, there we go. I thought it was out of Tombow then, and I haven't put an order in. I'm going to have it opening that way. So again, just layering it on the front of a blank Whisper White card. And that there is my lovely simple card using sponging in a slightly different way. And with this one, like I said, these do not go to waste. So we're also going to make a little note card to match in with it. And to do that, you can get Stampin' Up note cards rather than cutting each of the cards yourself. They can come in a pack of 20 and they come with envelopes then as well. So you haven't got to make small envelopes, but they're just the perfect size sometimes to just send a little thank you card. And I'm only actually going to use one of these. So I think I'm going to go for this one today. And then I can always use that one to make a second card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to position that one there. And then I have cut another banner in Island Indigo. And that is 3 centimetres by 8.8. And that's going to go along the bottom. And then I've got a banner of Whisper White card, and that is 2.5 by 8.8 centimetres. And they are going to layer there and have just a simple dragonfly there. So I'm going to first of all stamp my sentiment, and to do this one I am going to let me remove that from my block. I have got the Love Sparkles stamp set, and I am going to use, oops, getting in a mess now, let me pack that Tombow away for a minute. I'm going to use the thank you, so this one here, put that on my block. And for this one, I think I'm going to go with, let's do Melon Mambo. Let's do some Melon Mambo. So, tap, tap, tap on the ink pad. The light's not great in here today, sorry. I always prefer to stamp off just to make sure that I have got enough ink. I haven't got any patchy bits before loading up again for the actual stamp. So let's centralise this on here as much as I can. Again, apologies if you're about to get a shot of the top of my head. I have washed it this morning, so not my head, my hair that is, but well, my head as well, but still. So got my thank you, and that again just simple layers with just some Tombow glue, no dimensionals on this one, makes it nice and easy to send in the post. And I'm going to layer that one up onto there. And these colours being used in the Dragonfly, just pick out some of that nice detail. So I'm just going to put a small amount. I don't know if you can see some marks on the back of this. I had apparently I'd cut my dragonflies out of some scrap, but that's the good thing, they're only very small, and in which case if they're going to be stuck down on something, why waste the cardstock? So there we go, that should be plenty. I don't want too much because otherwise it will come out through. And I'm going to put him at a jaunty angle, just about there. There we go. And then position my sentiment. Oh, I do need to buy some more Tombow. This is fantastic glue. Do recommend it if any of you are thinking of what wet glue to have in your crafty stash. Recommend Tombow. Right. Oh, there we go. Let me just rub that on the back just in case I've got any ink on my hands. Don't want to ruin that. And there we go. I think that's a very nice set of cards, really quick and easy. And again, you've then got still a Dragonfly left over that you can do the same with another note card, and use a different sentiment or make another set of thank you cards. So that was it using Dragonfly details. Now I have already used some butterfly Thinlits to make a set of cards. So that was using those ones there. Excuse me. I've also used the Lift Me Up bundle, so that was those ones, and the bold butterflies, and on that set there I used also a bit of ribbon to offset that one. But I hope you like them. Please subscribe to follow me, and hopefully I'll make some more videos for you. I'm also on Facebook and Pinterest, and look forward to seeing some more videos soon, and please let me know if you make any of them. Feel free to case. Thank you.